Hello YouTube, welcome back. In this video we'll be talking about PowerShell arrays. An array is a data structure that is used to store a collection of items. When I say collection, it could be any item. It could be numbers, strings, a custom user-defined objects of a class that you built yourself. So it could technically be anything. So you could store a list of items in a variable and call that an array. And when you declare a variable of type array, it comes built in with some properties, which is what we'll be taking a closer look at. First, we'll start with how you can declare an array, right? So I'll probably just use the console for this one. I declare a variable, and then if I do enter and I just print $a, it prints that as a list, right? So that's a very simple way of declaring a variable. You could also declare that using at and then with parentheses. I think we used this in one of the videos in this same series. So if I do this, it still does the same thing. So this is telling PowerShell that this is type array. Basically, it's an object type array. So that's what we're telling PowerShell. If we don't have to have the @ and the parentheses, if you do it without those, like we did in the first instance, it will still work. You could also do $b equals, if you're going to declare numbers from 1 to 8, you could do it that way. You could just do a double dot, which fills in the numbers. Okay, let's see a couple more examples. So what happens if I do dollar instead of at? If I do a dollar, let's see what happens. $C, and then it works. So instead of at, you could use a dollar, and with strings it will work. Let's see if it works with numbers. So I'm just gonna use 2, 22, 222, and then $C. It should work. No reason why it wouldn't. There we go. So it does work. So you could use at or dollar. They will both work. If I do a $a dot get type, which is a function, a built-in function, it's telling us it's object type of system.array. So that's what it's supposed to say. So that's all good. Now let's quickly try a couple of things. Let's say I want to create a typed array. So you know how when we created these arrays, so $C. Now this is untyped because I haven't told them that it's only going to be integers. So I could do that by doing that. So I can say I want a type of int32 array, which is the second, the 2 brackets next to int32, and then I just give it a name. $int array is 4 numbers. So if I do $int array, it'll have those 4 numbers there. Right, and you could do that with any other array. Essentially, you could do a process as well. And if I do $diag proc, it prints all the process from that when that variable was created. Right, so that's how you create a typed array. Now let's say you want to get a specific element from this array. You could use the square brackets, and let's say I want to get the second one, and it'll get you a second one. So I want to get second to 10, and that's how you could do that. So this comes in very handy. I think there's multiple programming languages that let you do this. I know for a fact that Python lets you do that as well. So this is very handy, right? And you can see how this can be applied in different places. Now let's say you want to ask me, it's good if you want to do 2 to 10, but how do you do from the start to finish? Well, there's a function that you could use called length. Now with integers, there is one other thing you could do. I hope I still got $a. Okay, so I've got $a. I'm just gonna say $a equals 1.10. So you've got 1 to 10. Right, there we go. So what let's say I want to print from 1 to 4 and then 6 to 10. I could do that by using $a of I'm going to say 0 to 4, and then I could use plus, and then 6 to 10. Oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted. So it's double dot. Yeah, so see the 6 is missing because the index here is from 0 and the number starting. Let me fix that. So I could do $a equals 0 to 10, and now if I run this, so 5 should be missing. So there's no number 5, and yeah, all the numbers except number 5. So that's what I wanted. If I want to exclude a few more numbers, I could do that, and that excludes. There you have 0 to 3 and then 8 to 10. So 0 to 3, 8 to 10. There we go. So that's how you could print parts of the list, and you could modify what you want to output. You could also do. We've done this many times. So if I do for each $a in $a, which is basically saying for each element in A, in the variable $a, capital A, I want to just print $a, little a, and this should print everything. Right, we've seen this many times, so I won't bother explaining. Okay, I think we'll stop here, and then we'll have a look at some more properties of arrays in the next video. Thank you.
If you like this video, please share with your friends. Comment if you'd like to start a conversation. Come on, don't be shy. And hit the subscribe button now.